Video for today is going to be about the control of youth organisations. Hitler realised if he wanted to have a successful 1,000-year Reich, what he needed to do was to indoctrinate and brainwash the minds of younger people to successfully embed his ideas, because he realised that not all older people would have fallen for his ideas. Things like the SDP had their own youth groups. In 1933, Hitler simply banned that. And by 1939, he'd made the youth organisations in Nazi Germany compulsory. That meant that everybody had to be a member of them. Now, in Nazi Germany, as with lots of things, as you've seen, that boys and girls will be divided into different roles. So the girls and boys would have had their own youth organisations. The two main ones that you need to start off with the basics, need to understand, is that the boys had the Hitler Youth, and in the Hitler Youth they would have to swear an oath to Hitler. They would also have courses which would tell them about great German heroes like Hitler and the enemies of Germany like the Jews. They also had an important role as well to inform on their parents if their parents or their teachers were saying or doing anything that was against the Nazis. They could actually tell on them, so they used the young people sort of as informants to find out what was going on. Now the boys were trained in very sort of military exercises. They would fire guns, they would go on lots of hikes, they would do lots of military drills, they would learn how to read maps, and this was all to get them ready to be future soldiers, to make sure that they were ready. But also the youth was divided into different groups, so you had like a motor version, you had an air version, you had a navy version, so different parts of the Hitler Youth as well to ingrain different military sides of the Nazi army in the future for them. The students were expected to take it very, very seriously, or those who were members of the Hitler Youth were expected to take it very, very seriously. They were expected to almost die for Hitler. There's a story that came out once as well about how there was one training exercise, because they were using live ammunition, that there were two boys and one of them forgot the password, so the other one shot the other one. So they did take it very, very seriously. The girls had something which was called the League of German Maidens, and they would do lots of the rallies, which are very similar to what the boys did. But in addition to that as well, they would have different training. They wouldn't have the military exercises. They would have things about how to do ironing and how to do cooking, and that was to prepare them to be good housewives for the future. They also taught about racial hygiene and how that they should only marry pure Aryans. In terms of how successful this was, obviously they made it compulsory, so the numbers look very, very impressive on the one hand, but on the other hand, lots of the children sort of grew very fatigued with the constant military training, and the parents became very dubious about it, because the children were expected to have their loyalty to the Hitler Youth rather than to the parents themselves, and obviously they were a bit wary about being grassed up by their children.